John Madden had a theory about what goes on inside the Hall of Fame at night when no one is there.
I believe that the busts talk to each other.
In the NFL Films camera department, we like to think something similar takes place. When they're alone, the old film cameras that captured the most memorable moments in football history relive their glory days.
And Pazarczyk fumbles the football. It's picked up by Herman Edwards. Talk about miracles, folks. I do not believe this one.
Mr. Official, let me ask you something.
Okay, Coach, go ahead.
How can 6 of you miss a play like that, huh? All 6 of you.
Looking toward the end zone, throwing under pressure, throws his pass. Caught by Clark. Clark, touchdown.
Those cameras have been on the shelf, literally, for a long time. But 50 years after the greatest play in NFL history, we decided to let one camera and cameraman fire up the flux capacitor and go back in time.
Boy, my name is Hank McGilly. Oh, thing's still pretty heavy.
Steve, is this thing gonna work?
I worked at NFL Films close to 50 years. On December 23, 1972, I was the assistant for Ernie Ernst. Probably the greatest sports cinematographer that has ever worked at NFL Films. Ernie would shoot a 400 millimeter lens from an end zone position, follow a ball in the air, have players run at him and have crisp focus all the way.
I think it was a God-given talent. Nothing I did. We didn't get every one, but boy, the ones we got were special.
And he's also the guy who I think shot more memorable shots in the NFL than any other person. He did Ghost of the Post, Old Man Willie.
He's going all the way. Old Man Willie.
But probably his most famous shot was the Immaculate Reception.
It's cut out of the air. The ball is pulled in by Franco Harris.
It's the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. NFL Films had this great idea. Why don't we take Ernie's camera that shot the Immaculate Reception, and seeing that Ernie's not with us anymore, let's get Ernie's assistant, who shot Ernie's camera when Ernie retired, and have him go and shoot the game. But I've also been retired for about the last 6 years. It's going to be like 8 degrees. This camera has no heater. This should be interesting. Now that I'm heading there, I'm thinking a lot about Ernie with Franco just passing away. I'm thinking about Franco, and I'm thinking about all the years I worked here at NFL Films.
I remember that day. It was in the mid-40s. I can remember the stadium was like silent because everybody thought they were gonna lose. Terry almost gets sacked. He throws the ball up. I saw it bounce off him, but I'm just sitting there going, oh, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden, all you hear is this tremendous cheer. And after that, it was just bedlam. It was just absolutely nuts. Oh yeah, I saw him make the catch. I didn't see whether he trapped it or not, but I saw him make the catch. We're pretty much set up in the same position that Ernie was set up. And Franco came right down the sideline, and I started clapping because I was somewhat of a Pittsburgh fan. Every time I see that shot, I wait till the end. I go, wait, there I am. And if Ernie had known I was watching, he'd probably be pissed off at me because, where we were, it was sort of dangerous. He could have gotten run over. And then all of a sudden, the whole field was nothing but a mob scene. It was just ridiculous. So my first instinct was try to protect Ernie and protect the camera equipment. So I'm sitting there holding this magazine that's got the Immaculate Reception on it. He looked at me and said, hey, kid, I think I got something special there. And they were his exact words, hey, kid, I think I got something special there. And boy, did he.
I knew when I got it, I thought I had a good shot, but I had no idea it was going to be the type of shot that it turned out to be.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun. 50 years later, I'm shooting a film camera that's 53 years old. I'm 73 years old, so it's going to be interesting. I just hope it starts. That's the problem. If it doesn't start, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Here goes the big test. Run. I think it jammed. Come on. Are we having fun yet? Yeah, it jammed. Oh, boy. All right, keep fiddling. This is gonna be one of those nights. Yeah, well, it's not the camera, it's the mags. It's just the mags are so damn cold. Yeah, the camera's fine. All right, let's see what happens. We'll get back to it. All right, thanks, man. Talk to you. Bye. So I said, maybe warm the mags up. All right, let's go. Got it? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's cold. It's this. It's this. Let's go. Can you grab the ladder? And can you bring the battery? All right. How about that? Something stupid. Bad power supply. A little drama is always good. Although it's not good for the heart. Ernie's up there laughing, believe me.
Father Time and Mother Nature were formidable foes for Hank. But like he did for nearly half a century at NFL Films, he got the job done. Hank's journey was more than just a trip to Pittsburgh. It was a trip down memory lane.
I remember when Ernie stopped shooting this, they told me that they wanted me to start shooting it. And I'm saying, we'll see. Ernie came up to me one day and he goes, "Kid, don't worry about it. You shoot it, I'll look at it, and I'll tell you what you did wrong."
Those conversations must have been short, because the NFL Films vault is full of memorable images captured by Hank.
I'm so proud of Hank.
I always thought that my greatest shots were shots that showed emotion. I was a big John Elway fan, and I can remember that year he won that Super Bowl. I mean, I must have shot a whole roll of film of him just looking at me, going crazy.
In Pittsburgh, it was emotional for a different and somber reason.
We ask that you join us in honoring his memory with a moment of silence.
He and Ernie really had a special bond. He really appreciated the shot that Ernie got. Now that they're both not with us anymore, I think they're probably up in heaven talking to each other, and they're talking whether or not it was a catch or a trap. So I think they're the only two that know. This camera should be in the Hall of Fame. We'll put it back on the shelf when we get back. Kev, let's go.
And there's a collision.